Welcome to our first episode
of Sippin on Truth.
Yay! So let's cheers to that.
Yeah, I'll take a
Actually,
shot
let's
to
take
that
a
real
shot for sure. Let's take a shot. Celebrate a little
quick. A baby
win.
shot.
Okay, a baby shot.
I'm lightweight. You know what? You have to do the same amount.
You know what? How about you give some to me? Because let's share. Because I am. No, we're not. Come on. Because I am a lightweight, and just fun fact, I'm allergic to alcohol. So if you see me red as a tomato, you know why.
You know what? That don't make no sense. Now it's even. That was gonna be a double shot.
This is a double shot? Okay. So cheers to us, and cheers to y'all for our first episode of Sippin on Truth. Oh.
Okay. Y'all couldn't see my funny face. I have to keep my Don't choke, because it's already burning.
Ooh, okay. Okay, this is rock cutting us loose, huh?
Girl.
But anyways, how's your week? You look really pretty today.
Thank you. I actually have been having a chill week. I caught up on rest.
Oh, okay.
Must
be nice.
Some new foundation and my long hair back.
Long hair, don't care.
I see you got your color darker.
I did, actually. I wanted to get a darker roots, trying to, get it changed for a little bit.
And look more like your mom. I keep telling you that.
I know. She keeps saying I look like a mom. How does a mom supposed to look like? Because I have short hair?
She is no sense into her mother look.
Okay.
Because at least you look grown and not 16.
Okay. So if I have longer hair, I look 16? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay.
No.
Okay. So basically, my husband is a predator.
No.
Because he said I look 16, so I'm underage.
Well, to be fair, he looks 16 too.
Oh.
Anyway.
Teen pregnancy. Okay. So what did you do to talk about your foundation? It looks really good. It looks really good.
So I use Anastasia. I don't remember. It's dewy because I do not like the dry look or the matte look. But it's a dewy glow, and it covers the blemishes, and it covers your pores. So it's like a very smooth finish.
And so do you have like dry skin or oily skin?
It's actually a mixture
of combination.
Both. Yeah.
See, and that's what I have too. Is I have combination skin, and my issue is that since I have larger pores, I'm very particular when it comes to foundations. Like sometimes, when you go to Sephora, they recommend certain foundation, but it never works for me. It always separates on my T-zone, especially on my nose. So I definitely want to try it. It looks really, really good. Y'all, I cannot see her pores. This is amazing. And since I do have combination skin, I'm definitely gonna try that out.
Yeah, try it out.
I'm scared to venture off because every time I'm like, damn, okay, it's gonna work on me. It's not gonna work on me.
No, that's what I said yesterday. I actually got it yesterday, and when I got it, I told her, I said, I don't know, but this was the best out of the other ones I tried. She said you can bring it back, so I got it, and I was like, immediately, I was like, okay, I actually love it.
And so it blends well and everything.
Oh, it blends.
It covers. And I don't know if you can see this, but right now I'm suffering from maskne. I don't know what it is, but I'm really... Yes, masks. You get acne from masks. And I'm literally suffering from a lot of acne, especially down my chin and my jawline. And I'm just like, oh my God, I need something that can help. But in terms of price, because if y'all know me, I don't know what it is, but I'm very, I wouldn't say frugal, but when it comes to certain things, I'm pretty cheap. But in my defense, when it comes to my loved ones, I could care less. I would spend a lot of money on them. Limits. But when it comes to me, I don't know why, but I just can't purchase expensive things for myself. I can't do it.
As far as price, I don't remember how much it was. I just know that I needed it for today.
Okay. It looks really good. Okay, cool. But you know what? I don't even think I did anything fun this weekend, to be honest. It was a very chill, laid back weekend for me.
We need that.
Yeah, I wish I did catch up on sleep, but I didn't.
Of course, you got baby running around.
Oh my God, y'all, I don't know what it is, but my toddler just turned 3, and he has these phases where he would wake up in the middle of the night screaming and yelling and crying, and he would just call Papa and Mama, and he literally woke up 3 times last night, and it was just one of those nights where it was hell tired.
Yeah. Well.
Must be nice having a grown kid, huh?
Can you hear me? I'm officially going on a 3-week break right now from mine. So, enjoy these little stages.
I know. I'm just ready for him to be grown already.
Yes. Speaking of grown.
What's going on
with Saweetie
and Quavo. Oh my goodness. So, they apparently broke up, and see, to me, to be honest, I'm not the type to keep up with a lot of celebrities in a relationship because I think to me that's private. But obviously, as a celebrity, nothing is private anymore. Everything is out in the open.
Right.
And I just found out that they broke up, and shit went down in terms of their breakup, especially since they're two huge big icons in the rapping and R&B game. So apparently Quavo hired someone to get back his car he gave her.
And that's just as crazy to me. Because for what?
Okay, I think it's more of like if it's an expensive car and you gave it to somebody, like, wouldn't you want it back?
Is it in your name?
Good question. I don't know if it's in his name or her name, but I think it's more of, the reputation for him. And I think it's also more of how they broke up, because to be honest, if you were a regular person, I don't necessarily, and the breakup was not this intense or magnified in social media, I don't think a regular person would take that time to take that back versus, a big celebrity. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I just don't know. You took a whole car back. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna drive this car? Are you gonna be driving around in the car that you're?
Well, I mean, you can always send it back to the dealership and get your money back.
Does it work like that?
Yeah, I think it works like that, especially if you're still paying for the car. I think they're celebrities. They can do whatever they want.
Well,
they have connections.
True. Yeah.
So
I think that's crazy. I think that's really crazy, because as far as his reputation as a man, that's out in the open.
Exactly, it's out in the open.
I mean, some people are probably agreeing with that, but at the same time, if that was my man, just let me keep it and move on. Let me move on with my life.
But then I think it's also different if she still wanted the car, because sometimes when you're in a relationship and it's a bad breakup, it's more of, okay, I don't want any of your stuff. Like, you can have it all back. So we don't necessarily know what the story is. Yeah. We're just reading it out on the open that he hired someone to take it back. But it could be more of she texted him or called him like, hey, take your car back. I don't want it. Because to be honest, she is making good money. Yeah, and she doesn't need that car.
But she could probably get with somebody else and get a whole brand new, better car.
Exactly. So
well, that brings me to ask: do you feel that it is customary to get your gifts back that you've gifted someone?
So me, generally, speaking in past relationships or even current relationships, if I give you something, regardless of what it cost, I don't necessarily feel that I need it back.
Yeah.
Because it's a gift, and when you gift someone, it doesn't come with a label saying
or a refund or a receipt.
Exactly, or a receipt saying if something happens to us, I need it back.
Right. Yeah. No.
So I don't necessarily feel that way, but like I said, it just depends, I guess, on the situation. But I think I would feel different if it was a house. I don't know.
So if it was a house, what are y'all gonna do? Sleep on one end of the house and the other?
No, I mean, I don't know. Well, it's different because if we're married, obviously that's different. Where it's not gonna be like, oh, we're having a huge fight, I'm gonna take back my house. No, I think it's more of like a relationship standpoint. We're boyfriend and girlfriend, and I gifted you a house. And then, well, first of all, I'm not that dumb to give you a house, okay? I'm just not that dumb to give you I'm not that dumb to give you a $500,000 car or $300,000 car.
But is it dumb, though?
If you're dating someone within less than a year or a year.
So if you're dating someone, not
Yes, married. You're dating someone. But if you're married, obviously that's his and hers. You share. There's, But if you're dating somebody, just me personally, I'm just not gonna do that. I think it's especially if there's no commitment involved in terms of fiance or husband and wife. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's smart to make that type of investment when you're only dating, because things like this could happen where
you split up.
Exactly, split up, and then what? You're left with $300,000 negative in your bank account.
But then also, I guess you're left with the person trying to take it back. But so, like, example, like you said with the house, I feel like if we were to split up, because I'm not married, obviously, but if we were to split up while we're dating, I feel like, and then we happen to get this house together. For one, to me, it doesn't make sense to get a house together with somebody that you're dating. Mm-hmm. But if there were the case, then I feel like we both need to just move out the house, because for one, I'm not starting over and, you know, dating fresh with somebody else in this house that I live with you in. And even though I would like to think that I wouldn't think about it, or I wouldn't worry about it if I was the one to leave the house, mm-hmm. I don't want to be having these thoughts that you're in this house with this other woman that we used to just, live in.
That you'll build together.
Yeah, so I think at some point, and with the house situation, we should both give up the house and split it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And there's also situations where, you know, you've been dating for a long time, over 5+ years, where you want to give somebody a house. And that's okay, because I think it depends on the time frame. It depends on time frame, depends on the commitment level, and depends on mutual understanding. Because if you're dating and y'all been together for 5+ years or more, there's no thinking in your head that, oh, we're going to break up. Right?
Yeah.
So there's not like this thing behind you like, oh, okay, I am gonna, you know, give you this nice extravagant gift, but then next year I'm gonna break up with you and then take it back.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily think about that because you're so deep in the relationship.
Right.
But and it's also sometimes like when, like for instance, celebrities, when you really don't have much to show but to shower them with expensive gifts.
But the thing is, are you doing it for the media because you posted it?
Yeah, it's true.
Or are you doing it because you genuinely, sincerely wanted to gift her, or gift your person this gift? And the way, if he took it back, I'm convinced he only did it for social media.
Yeah, I could see that point too.
Yeah.
And that's a tricky situation. That's like a really tricky situation to be in. I personally would not do it. I don't think it's a smart investment, especially because y'all not married or y'all haven't been together for quite some time. Yeah. It's obviously all lovey-dovey in the beginning. Oh, I'm gonna be with this guy forever. But are you really though?
Right. Yeah. What made you feel that way? But yeah, I personally wouldn't ask for it back. You know, if I give you something, it's for you.
So if you give, you know, a Bentley.
I want a Bentley myself. You need to give me the Bentley.
But would you? But would you give?
No, I wouldn't give him the Bentley. Honestly, I would give a man something he could use and invest in. You know, like something that's beneficial. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't give him something like that.
Something that you can buy on your own.
Right. And the thing is, if I'm gifting you something, I'm going to always make sure it's going to be something I can't use, you know? So I can't get it back.
So she won't get it back. Oh my gosh. But unless it's a car, she'll take it back, basically.
If it was a car, I haven't even thought that far. If it was a car, I'm not giving you a car.
Yeah, see, we're in the same boat. But we're not just giving you a car.
And that's why I said I think he did it for show.
You think so? Yeah.
You took it back.
I don't know. Well, I mean, it could be, yes, you know, he could do it for a show, but then again, I think it's also because of how crazy their breakup was, how they posted on social media their breakup. So that's why I feel like people are attacking him, so he needs to do something out of, you know, despise that.
Okay, so what did they break up for?
I don't know why they broke up. I have no idea why they broke up, to be honest.
Was it cheating?
I have no idea. I don't know why they broke up. I just saw the headlines. Like I said, I'm not into following these celebrities into the relationship. So all I saw was that they broke up. Same thing with Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez.
And I never knew anything about that relationship.
They broke up too. They ended their, you know, engagement. But I don't know why. I'm not the type of like, oh, you know, let me Google why they broke up.
Right.
I think it's, you know, it's their own private relationship. I got enough to worry on my own, to be honest. I got too much going on. It's just too much to keep up, and I'm not trying to have all these unnecessary drama in my life for what? I don't know them personally. All I can do is, you know, sit back and sip on this drink, which you're about to sip on. Come on.
Go ahead, let's open this.
Yes, let's go ahead.
This is the drink of the day.
Yes, Stella Rose. Stella Rose. I've had this before personally. Now, I'm not a big wine drinker, but this is amazing. This tastes so good. And it doesn't literally feel like you're drinking alcohol, because alcohol, for some reason, I hate the taste of alcohol. It gives me that burning sensation. Yes, it's really sweet. Yeah. It's fruity too.
I don't drink.
So come on, go ahead, bartender.
But bartender, you know, bartend wine. I'm not a wine
Clearly,
drinker
I'm not an alcoholic, so I wouldn't know that. So
with wine, you supposed to pour half a cup or what?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
So
trying to chill, not get drunk. We're your lightweights over here.
Well, you know, I don't know if it's champagne or wine, but they fill the glass halfway. But I tasted Stella blueberry, and it was sweet, and this was like right up my alley. So this is gonna be different for me to try because I actually had never had.
What flavor is rose? And I think this comes with different flavors too.
They do. I had blueberry.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had blueberry, but that was my first time ever trying Stella, and the reason I don't drink wine is because it's always bitter. So
really?
Yeah. Let me see. You know, we've got different taste buds.
It tastes really good. Try it.
Let me see if it's sweet.
Try it on camera.
Okay.
And give your thoughts and feedback.
I like it. It's not.
See, I told you.
It's not sweet enough, but it's sweet.
You want some sugar in it?
You know, I want a sugar rim. A sugar rim.
A sugar rim for margarita.
Yeah.
And so, what do you think our next drink should be every week? Because we're gonna switch it out. We're gonna try new different wine we never tasted before. New types of alcohol, whatever it is. Definitely, recommend us something, and we will give y'all our opinion, whether it sucks or not.
And yeah.
Because I'm very picky.
And if it's nasty, you'll see it in my face, and I will let you know. Okay.
I'll let her know with her eyeballs.
With my eyeballs. I already got big eyes.
Because you can tell everything by the way her eyes go. And she's rolling her eyes.
Anyway. So,
speaking of breakups, I've always wondered about this, this topic and question about whenever you break up, how easy is it for y'all to break up with the family? Like, do y'all break up with the family right away, or do you ease yourself in, or do you still allow communication with your ex's family? Because I feel like that's a tough one, right? Because you build a relationship, especially depending on how long y'all been together,
right?
So how do you feel?
I feel like, and I know you're gonna ask that question.
Yeah.
So exes, right? My BD is my ex. So I, of course.
Oh, BD means for baby daddy. Just so you know.
BD could also mean sperm donor too. But anyway.
Okay.
I am still very close with his family. His dad, I look at his dad like a dad. His dad looks at me like a daughter. We talk about everything. We talk almost every day for more than over an hour a day. And I don't even deal with him. Anyway. So I deal with his dad and his stepmom, and we have a really close relationship. They come visit me. They are actually in Arkansas, like 5 hours away. They come visit me and they come stay with me, my son and I. And their relationship, I feel like that's gonna continue and grow. Also, a previous ex of mine, I'm still cool with his brother. I don't know if he knows that, but
now he does. Well, I think he knows what exes is, but
I don't know, right? But I'm still cool with his brother, and I actually love his brother. His brother, he looks at me like a little sister. I've learned so much from him. He preaches to me. He looks at me like I said, like a little sister. And he gives me guidance. So he's been able literally to watch me bloom into this butterfly that I've become.
Okay, butterfly. She said butterfly.
And then I still text his mom from time to time on holidays or whatever. But I do feel like if you have the relationship that's there and it became a relationship even outside of the person you were dating when you were dating him or her, their relationship will be hard to
let go.
It'll be hard to let go, especially because the chemistry and the vibes, and then you feel like family anyway. So it's like we're family with or without you,
Yeah.
But then you got some that I ain't like the family anyway.
Yeah.
So
and that's difficult. And so, based on my experience, when my husband and I broke up when we were still dating, him and right now obviously we're very close, but prior to when we're still dating and me and him were. Hold on, you're gonna cut that out. I'm drunk. Okay. Anyway, when we were still dating, my husband and I, when we broke up, I still talked to his mom. His mom would still always call me and text me, and on her birthday, I took her out. We still had that, communication, and I think it's out of love. It's not necessarily talking about, you know, him in general.
Right.
It was more of, you know, checking about, oh, what's new about you?
Right. What's going on?
You know, what's going on. But then I had situations in the past before too with my previous exes where their moms would love me, but then out of, I guess, respect for their son, they would stop talking to me because it would be an issue for their sons. Like, you know, why are you still talking to her, mom? I'm not dating her anymore.
You know, a new girl comes along.
Exactly, a new girl comes along. It's gonna be really awkward, and I respect that. Like, I never really thought about it in the grand scheme of things where it's gonna be an issue.
Yeah,
I think because I would want the same thing if I was dating somebody. I think it would be awkward if they invited my ex to come over.
Oh, yeah.
You know, for a barbecue, like, oh, we're friends. No.
You know, but they shouldn't even do that, though.
Exactly.
You know?
But, see, these are things like some parents don't think it's going to be an issue.
No, I think they know it's going to be an issue.
You think so?
Yes, petty.
See, I don't know. I don't know. I think some parents are more generally like, no, he's like my son to me.
Or, you know what? It could be that the new girlfriend or the new boyfriend that the parent has met, they see that person is genuine and they know that you're still genuine. You know, and it shouldn't be a conflict or it shouldn't be an issue. But you got some petty mamas, okay?
Yes, some petty mamas just to make the other girl jealous, uncomfortable, which is foul, which is definitely foul. But I think it also, out of respect for your current relationship now, I don't necessarily, unless it's more of, you know, like, hi, how are you? But I don't feel the need to communicate with my ex's, you know, parents every single week. For what?
Well, yeah, you don't have to communicate with them every week. But again, if y'all have a relationship anyway, then, you know, it doesn't hurt to touch bases. Cause
of course. Exactly. It's not like, oh, I'm getting back with your daughter or son.
Right. But I can say this, like, my son's grandpa, whenever BD gets a new girlfriend, and if he wants me to meet her or whatever the case, which typically I don't be caring to meet the girl, but when, you know, he wants me to meet her, we go in and my son's grandpa will always say, this is my daughter. She's been in the family and she's gonna be in the family. Like, this is who she is. Like, no, it's not my biological daughter, but this is my family, you know? So he makes that very clear. Like, she's gonna be here before you come and she's gonna be here after you leave because you're gonna be gone somewhere. But also their relationship is existent because I am his the mother of his
exactly, and that's the thing. I think it's now there's situations like, for instance, if you're a baby mama, obviously you're gonna have a tie to your baby daddy's parents, but whether you like it or not.
Sometimes not though, because I can also say this on the other hand, I don't have that relationship or that connection with my BD's mom. You know, I have the relationship with his stepmom and his dad, but not his mom. And I'll call her here and there. I'll talk to her here and there. That's another story, but I don't have a relationship with her. So yeah.
Go ahead and drink your drink over there.
Yeah, let me drink my drink today. We'll go down memory lane.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's just, you know, what works for you. Everyone's different. Just because you may get along with your ex's mother-in-law, ex's mom and ex's dad, doesn't mean that the next person, you know, has to get along with their exes.
But then, you know, what's so funny though?
What?
Y'all, my grandma. I love my grandma. Like, I've never met anybody like her. She's phenomenal, okay? But she is cool with some of my dad's ex-girlfriends. She is? Yeah, she's cool with them. Like, she's cool with some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my grandma, she has a heart of gold. So the ones that she is still cool with, which it may be one or two, but the ones she is still cool with, you know, I think I don't even know if they were friends before they dated or what, but she's still cool with them and she helps them. You know, if they need help or if they need to talk to her, she talks to them. You know, she's there for them. And as a matter of fact, they still there for me. That's, you know, good. Like, they still call me daughter. And you know, I don't remember the childhood relationship I had with them, but they still call me daughter. Yeah, they don't talk to him though.
That's funny. That's funny.
So
enough of that. Moving on. But before we move on, let's go ahead and take a sip. Another sip.
We're gonna take another shot.
Okay.
Let's just go take another shot, y'all.
You know, go ahead and you pour. Go ahead and pour.
Yeah, I think I'm already on one.
I've been on one.
Your skin is not red. I don't think so.
Am I not red yet?
No, you're not a tomato. You gotta be the same color as this tablecloth.
Oh my god, no, that's too much. I would have been out of there. Then you would literally need to call the emergency, the ambulance.
Yeah, we're doing baby shots.
Oh dang, this is not okay.
That's a baby shot.
Oh my gosh, you're trying to get me drunk. I think that's the purpose of the show, right? To get drunk and to talk and
because
be loose.
We're sipping on truth. I think this is enough for me.
Wait, can I see?
Yeah, see.
No. No. Okay, see, she's trying to cheat me.
Yeah, because I don't drink.
No, I don't drink either. Ooh, excuse me.
Are we already talking about truth?
Yes, we're talking about truth. I am not a drinker. Straight. I'm not even gonna try to lie or front. No, I'm not a drinker.
I'm not a drinker either, but the way you had me walk in.
Exactly, look at that.
No, here. The way, we don't need to get them switched up. The way you had me walking in, talking about we're taking shots.
Yeah, we have to.
Let's just go ahead.
See, don't.
Let's go ahead. Truth.
No, we need.
No, it's the same amount.
Alex.
Look at that.
Alex Devo. Look.
Who's the oldest?
You.
No.
Oh my god.
Truth.
Please pray for me.
We're gonna take a truth. We're gonna take a truth shot.
Okay, it's truth. We're gonna say something truth.
Something true. My shot is maybe slightly less than hers.
Okay, truth. I hate drinking.
That part too.
I hate drinking, but for y'all,
this is for y'all because y'all about to y'all getting all the raw and the realness from us. So the more we drink, the more we can give.
The more my mouth gets wild. Let's just say it like,
wow,
it's just gonna come out. Oh my god!
I may touch,
and I'm gonna get red.
I may touch some topics or something.
Oh my.
Y'all couldn't see that. That's I couldn't hide that one.
Oh my god.
I couldn't hide that one.
Our next topic I think we should talk about is how much time is enough time, after breakup to start dating someone else. Like, how much time do you give yourself to heal before you start testing the waters again? Because typically most of the cases, by the way, that burns.
It does.
Oh
why does it
God.
burn?
That's the wrong way.
Is it old? Did it expire?
No, it expired. This is clearly shows we're amateur drinking because we're asking why does it burn and whether if it's expired.
Do alcohol expire? Alcohol expire?
Does alcohol? Yes, alcohol expires.
Alcohol.
No, alcohol don't expire, Alex.
It don't really have expiration date on it.
No, it don't expire. It just ages.
It does.
It does? Wait, does it really?
Maybe
no, it doesn't. I bet people are making fun of us right now.
I don't know why it's hot and burning.
It is burning. I think it's because of the type of alcohol. Next time we're gonna try tequila with some lemon.
How much is in there?
But anyways,
35%. That's why.
Oh, of alcohol? That's
yes.
like nothing.
That's like rubbing alcohol.
Okay.
Anyway. You know what? Time to heal.
Yeah, like how much time do you heal? I don't know. That's a good question because sometimes, you try to give yourself, 3 months, 6 months. But I think it just really depends on you and how you're ready.
I think my personal opinion, my perspective, because y'all have to get the realness, okay?
Are we?
Yes.
Okay.
It really depends because if you've been in a relationship for a very long time, a toxic one at that, I've been in a toxic relationship for 8 years. But if you've been in a relationship or whatever, this didn't happen to me, but I thought about it, okay? And I probably touched the waters just a little bit. But after a toxic relationship, I felt like, maybe I could just flirt around and date around, and just be grown and do me.
For how long? Like, how long after?
But here's the thing. But because it was a toxic relationship, I think I had lost feelings, maybe the second year before we ended. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't cheat or anything, but because I was still in a relationship,
Oh, so you basically were flirting while you're in a relationship?
No, I wasn't flirting. I was just out of love. I was over the relationship, and I was just still, staying around to see if it could work, just to exhaust all of my options. You know? But do you really have to exhaust your options in a toxic relationship? No. So I think I was like out of love, and I was just over it towards the second year before we ended. And after that, I went straight into the waters.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, like I went straight in because I was like, "Cool, I'm free." I get the date.
Because you're mentally checked out.
Exactly.
Sure, yeah.
So I was like, I get the date. And then once dating wasn't going my way, or I just wasn't really having my way with it, I wasn't getting the type of man I wanted. Also, because I
need to reflect.
Yeah,
you needed some Jesus in her life. That's what she needed.
I needed Jesus. God. I did. And then at that point, I think I took a little over a year. I want to say like a year and a half, and I was praying, y'all. And I was like, God, please direct my, my mental and my heart.
Yeah.
When it's time for me to start dating again. And honestly, y'all, I just started dating again. I started dating again.
Years later.
Yeah, like years later, I started dating again. But I did take the time out for me to get to know me, to become a better me. And then I also was able to acknowledge what
you did wrong.
No, not even what I did wrong, because I was the bum. Okay. I was a great woman.
So she did nothing wrong, y'all.
I mean, mistakes, whatever, but it wasn't that bad. However, I was able to acknowledge what I will and what I won't accept,
Which is important.
Exactly.
Which is important because you don't want to make the same mistakes twice.
Exactly. So I think it just depends on what phase you are in this relationship. If it was toxic, or if you just agree to just part ways because you're growing apart or something like that, then maybe you do need time to yourself. Maybe you do need time to yourself so you can get to where you need to go. Keep your focus, because at one point you made this relationship a priority.
Yeah.
You made this relationship. You gave it your attention. You gave it effort.
Yeah.
So I think at that point you take some time to yourself. But like I said, it depends on the phase that you're in, because some people do go straight to
dating.
They get in another relationship.
They do, and I think it's because they don't want to feel that pain that they felt.
So a rebound.
Yeah, more like a rebound, because you want to fill that void because of when you've been in a relationship for so long, and then you get out of it, you're so used to doing things with a significant other.
The routine.
Exactly, routine. So if you're out and about, you're doing things by yourself, you low-key get depressed. Like me personally, back in the day, I would go to movies a lot with my significant other, and then when you break up, you go by yourself or you go with a friend, sometimes it brings back memories, and you don't want to and you want to fill that void, so you get into
rebound.
Exactly, rebound. And so me personally, when it comes to healing, I think there's really no time frame to give yourself, because if you give yourself 3 months and then you're past the 3 months, you jump into something and you're not even ready for it, and that's when it fails. Like the system fails. So I think it really depends on when you're ready, mentally, physically, emotionally, because being in a relationship is hard. You're trying to get to know another person, you're trying to engage mentally, and I think it's exhausting sometimes.
It is exhausting,
really
because like I said, like you said, there's no time frame, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like you said, it does get exhausting, because you just got a relationship where you have to put forth effort, where you have to deal with emotions, attitudes, decisions, and so and sometimes it is refreshing to just date around and get different perspectives and just get a new feel of a new energy. Sometimes it is, but what I realized though, with a lot of people, nobody wants to be alone.
That's true.
That's a lot lot of people fear.
Yeah, to die alone.
Want to be alone.
Yeah, to die alone.
And so then they carry this baggage and this damage to relationship.
Yes.
Into relationship.
Yes, that's true, and that's how sometimes you question, okay, why is this relationship not working? And I think it's because it starts with you. You're not physically, mentally, and emotionally ready to be in a relationship. And what's not fair, which I've done in the past, is you get into a relationship so quickly that you blame the guy you're with for actions he didn't even commit.
Exactly.
Because you're so paranoid about your previous relationship that you're thinking, okay, he's going to do the same thing to you. And that just shows that you're not ready to be in a relationship.
You're not ready. And that's something within you, like that's something that is, the woman or as a man, that you have to work on within yourself.
Exactly.
Because if not, you may lose a good thing, bringing that and carrying that on,
that energy. It's dragging.
Yeah, and you may lose a good thing. And then also, everybody is not the same. Some of them.
Yeah, some of them are exactly.
But everybody is not the same. You do have to, give people the benefit of the doubt. But you do have to, it's important to heal first because hurt people. And
That's
you
true.
Cannot be broken.
That's true.
Trying to date and go into another relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. Okay, let's cheers.
Perfectly stated.
Yes. Cheers.
See, I'm drunk.
Wait, no, you're not.
I'm only gonna take a sip. I am drunk.
Scale of 1 to 10.
10.
No, why are you lying? See. No.
Let me tell you, I have to tap out early because if I don't, then she will get me drunk. So,
first of all, I'm more lightweight than her.
I am.
So if
I'm very lightweight.
No, I'm allergic.
I don't drink, and I may be allergic.
That's
why it burned. Okay.
Mm-hmm. First of all, your sips are not sips. Your sip is like sip.
How do you drink wine? See, I'm not a drinker. How do you drink wine?
You sip like this. Look at me.
I heard your whole gulp. I heard you swallow.
That's how good this wine is. Cause I'm not. Cause I'm
drunk.
Cause you're drunk.
Don't be wheezing.
Oh my god, what is happening? Our viewers are gonna see we can't even hold a conversation. We can't even drink wine. This is our first half a cup. And our show is Sippin' on Truth. See, but we don't need a lot for us to get drunk, which is the beauty of it, right?
Put your cup down. Before you waste it.
Which is the beauty of it. We don't need a lot to get drunk and tipsy.
Yeah. I'm not a drinker, y'all, so I don't really know how to drink wine. But I do hear people tell me that I'm not supposed to drink it as fast as I do because then that's how you get drunk. When I didn't really think you could get drunk off of wine.
Are you serious? It's alcohol.
Well,
how do
then
you
that
not
too.
get drunk?
That too. That's why.
And what's tricky about this one, y'all, is the fact that it tastes so good that you don't even think you're drinking wine, but you're just sipping and sipping.
See, this is why I would prefer to take shots of this.
Of wine?
Yes, it's alcohol. Remember?
I don't think I've ever.
Yeah,
I can't even talk.
Bear with her.
I don't even think I've ever took a shot of wine ever. I don't ever think so. I don't even know you do that.
You can. If you don't have the liquor, you can take a shot of wine.
Wine, yeah. Well, I wouldn't think about that. Duh.
We can start.
Ding,
we
ding,
can start
ding.
with that. The next go around shot.
Yeah, because Ciroc is too much. Apparently, she says it's expired. It
burns
her throat.
It's too much. Okay.
Oh, it's too much. But in terms of next question, what do you
think? We need a break.
We need some snacks. Oh, well, you know what? Let's talk about real quick about McDonald's fries, okay?
Fake food.
So she thinks, okay, so I'm a pescatarian / vegetarian. So I only eat seafood in terms of salmon and shrimp and veggies and tofu. You're a vegetarian, right?
I'm trying to be.
Okay, so she's trying. Well, she's really not then because she eats chicken from here and there. But in terms of McDonald's, I don't know. I already know they're fake fries, whatever, fake potatoes, but they're so good. They're so good.
We just established that fake food makes you a fake person.
Okay, then I guess I'm fake. I guess I'm fake then.
So what do you like about McDonald's fries?
It tastes so good.
What it tastes like?
So, oh my gosh, just the saltiness of it in your mouth.
She may just go ahead and pour her cap full of salt.
Like, no, it's just different. Like, if you compare Wendy's fries to McDonald's fries, McDonald's is winning.
No, you know who fries I like?
What?
Wingstop.
Oh yes, and the ranch. Oh my god,
yes. That's the best combination ever.
The ranch is so fucking good.
You know what?
What?
I actually have a question.
What? Shit.
While we're on relationships and while we're on, the do's and don'ts and what we do.
Oh, I guess you need more wine.
No, I don't now.
Yes, you do need more wine.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna pour you some. But go ahead and ask your question.
No, my next question is, and we can elaborate, a lot on this.
Okay.
And I also want, I have this question, right? But I also want to do a part 2 on it because I would love to get a male guest in.
Ooh.
For his perspective.
Oh, comment and let us know who do you want us to collaborate with.
Yes, because we have people in our back pockets.
Okay, ask your question. I want to know.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I've been ready.
Submission.
Oh! Yikes! Submission.
Meow. Let me just ask you this. First, what does submission mean to you?
So I think to me, submission means... So to be honest, I don't know why, but it brought me to a sexual position. I don't know why, but it's submissive. Okay, anyway, so submission to me means that you're compromising to what your partner wants. Like for instance, if he is wanting you to wear like to prohibit you, let's say, to wear something like sexy, like a thong, bikini, like out, like swimming, you're being compromising to that, and you're like, okay, I'll not do that in respect for you.
And it's because you want to do it, but you're not gonna do it because he doesn't want you to do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because out of respect for him, I choose not to do that. Right. And I feel like that's being submissive to him. And I think submissive, people think of it the wrong way, because when you're being submissive, exactly, controlling or being his servant, but to me it's more of compromising of what the person wants, and vice versa. If I want my significant other, not to post certain things, he's gonna agree to that, and that's more of being submissive. It's not more of, oh yeah, I'm being her servant or whatever.
Yeah, I think submissive to me, it's definitely not a control thing, but I do think that if I'm being submissive, a man that's for me is not gonna ask me to do anything that is against my will or against my well-being.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You know. So if you ask me to do something and it's not ill will, and it's not life or death, and it's not gonna put me in a bad situation, then I'll do it with no hesitation. Like, my man will never hear no. Okay.
And it's like a compromise thing, for sure. It's compromising, and I think sometimes it's out of the box for some people, because you're so used to doing whatever you want, and when somebody asks you not to do that, you're like, oh wait, no.
Yeah. But that right there, honestly, that's why a lot of women are single, because they want to be the man nowadays.
Exactly. But what's wrong to compromising? And there's nothing wrong with being submissive, and I think it's a balance. It's just not you being submissive to your significant other. It's vice versa. Like, he's being submissive to you as well.
He's working in your favor too.
Exactly. So it's definitely a
man
balance.
wants to feel needed.
Yes.
And be needed.
For sure.
So yeah.
So was that your question? Was that a personal thing? Maybe that was a personal. Maybe you need a drink. Let's cheers to that. Let's cheers to being submissive, to all the submissive ladies out there. Cheers to y'all. And so I think to finish this off with another sip. Let's go with a sip. Cheers.
We need some truth ice cubes.
But I guess to finish us off, I've always, wondered in terms of perspective, how long do y'all have to be in a relationship in order for y'all to move in together? Because I've seen scenarios where, people date for 2 months, 3 months, and they're all lovey-dovey, and they think, oh, let's move in together. So how do you feel about that? Like, do you have... Her face says it all. But is there a certain time to move in together dating wise, or do you have to be married for y'all to move in together? I'm so curious to know.
I mean, after my previous experience, I would rather go ahead and be married before we move in together. I do feel like that once you move in together, though, even if it's before marriage, that you really get to know somebody.
Yes.
In their ways, before even before marriage. But it's like, okay, if you don't do that, before marriage, then it may be a problem. But at the same time, if you do that with marriage, then because the vows in place, then you're kind of like obligated to
just
fix
stick
it,
around,
to
stick it out,
to figure out what ways to compromise, that you can work. But from my previous experience, I don't even care if he is listening or watching. From my previous experience, last year during the pandemic, you have your beginning of your relationship, beginning of dating or whatever, beginning of relationship, your golden phase, your golden days, your butterfly,
lovey-dovey,
have those days, and I liked him so much.
Not like so much. I think she loved him.
I liked him, and then I grew to love him.
Okay. So she grew.
I grew to love him, and I wanted him. I wanted to be around him. I wanted to be around him. I wanted to be near him. And I'm not a clingy girlfriend.
And that's different for her because we've been friends for so long, and she's not the type to be with a man every day. But with this particular man, she was around him all the time. A little boy.
I found out he was a boy and not a man.
Yeah, for sure.
But I wanted to be around him, and I was around him, and it was like I really, really got to know him. Like I got to know his attitude in every season, which it is important to know your person in every season.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe he was probably tired of being around me because he had never just been around a female that much. But I also feel like the reason he was with me as much as he was is because
you're good goods.
Not just that. I'm a benefit. I'm a benefit. I come with a lot. So I feel like he was primarily around me because I have my own everything.
Yeah.
I have my own
queen
house.
Own shit.
I have my own house.
Own shit.
Yes.
Let's cheers to that real quick. You got your own shit, baby.
I'm a homeowner.
She does. And she drives an Audi. She drives an
that
Audi.
Part. And I'm a good look for him. But not only that, let me just be all the way raw with y'all, okay?
Okay.
I don't think he had anywhere to stay. Okay. And so, I wanted him there. And he'll probably say he'll probably say because he was there because I wanted him there.
Yeah, for sure. Duh.
Yeah, but you were there partially because it was a benefit. You had
Dang, she for real speaking to the camera. You said you. So you're watching.
Let me just
go ahead. Let's start from the beginning. So let's say he's watching. So tell him, how do you feel right now?
Yes.
Tell him.
You wanted to be here because this is probably the biggest house you ever lived in. Okay.
Oh, dang. Okay.
But yeah, so because I have a house and I have extra room and extra space compared to where he is living. 1 bedroom. I feel like that's primarily why he was there with me. But I feel like after that experience, I was like, you know what? We probably should have never moved in together because when we did just, separate again, like to start back living apart, we were able to communicate in the way that we should have been all along. And in that way that we started communicating, I also found out and acknowledged and realized that he wasn't the one for me.
Yeah.
He wasn't the man that I needed. So I feel like, build that friendship, build that bond, build that relationship, build that connection, discuss marriage, discuss all that, steps at the beginning. And then, in my opinion, just after my experience, I would rather move in with my husband. I'd rather go ahead and sell my house, he sell his house, or whatever the case, and then we move in together. We buy a house together.
So I feel different. I'm opposite, actually. So I believe in the fact that it's better to move in with somebody first before y'all commit in terms of getting married, only because if you move in together, one, obviously you're going to know about that person's bad habits and whether that's a deal breaker for you or not. Because I do understand the fact that, when you do get married, when you do move in, you have no choice but to I guess accept that. But in bigger things, we're gonna cut that out. But but the bigger issue is the fact that you do have a choice. Actually, a marriage is a choice. It's two people choosing to be together. So I feel like when you move in with somebody, and whether that's a deal breaker for you, like, am I willing to accept this person for whatever they do, regardless if it's like, obviously the main reasons is that they don't pick up after themselves or they don't clean or whatever, which I honestly didn't do. I didn't. I mean, we keeping it
and
real.
You didn't cook.
We're keeping it real. Yes, I didn't cook. I was never. So I was, just to give y'all a little history about me. I was raised in Dubai where I had, a nanny and a maid that did things for me, and then come into a relationship that, I guess wanted a woman that did all these things. It was very different for the both of us. So living with somebody that expected things out of you put me in an awkward situation
where you had to learn.
Exactly, where you had to learn. And I think that's the beauty of it. It's more of, I don't do these things and I know my partner wants me to do it.
I'm willing to.
And I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to be submissive. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to compromise. And I think that's the beauty of it. Beauty of living with somebody, so that y'all know if whether or not you have matured enough to take the next step for marriage. Because if you're living with somebody and you're an OCD, you're a clean freak, and you figure out that you cannot handle that, why would you risk getting into marriage when deep inside you can't tolerate that? It's just gonna
see my face? I have a face of question.
Okay, but anyways, I'm saying my opinion. I think it's good for you to move in with somebody so that y'all know whether or not, hey, can I live with this person for the rest of my life? Is this person willing to change their lifestyle for me?
My question is, you don't think you can figure that out by standing at each other's house? Because I say this, because my boo, hey boo, and I know you're going to see this because you love me. You like watching me. You like looking at me. You like looking at me. But no, I say this because I spend some nights at his house. We have a routine. He comes to my house to spend some nights. I go to his house to spend some nights. And when I go to his house, I'm like, let me tell you, when I'm at my house, I clean as I go. And I do deep cleaning like maybe 2 or 3 times a month. Nope, maybe 2 times a month I do a deep cleaning. But I clean as I go, so I don't have to clean as much, right? So when I go to his house, I don't like cleaning. That's why I do that. So when I go to his house, I'm like, oh my gosh, clean up.
Yeah.
And because I know he's a busy man and he's a hardworking man, I tend to go ahead and clean it up. So it's like I see his cleaning habits from staying the night at his house. And I get to see who he is, to see that person he is anyway from staying at his house.
But I think it's different because if you, for instance, if you stay just on the weekends, whatever, some people would fake that they do things, like they would clean and cook, because you only know that, I'm going to just see this person for 2 days and I get to go back to my lifestyle.
But how long do you fake that though?
That exactly.
How long can you fake that?
Until you get into a relation, like marriage. And some people do that. It's literally, some people do that.
So we stay throughout the week too at each other's house. And it's like I said, we have a routine. So it's like we do see each other every day. You know what I'm saying? And he sees my habits and I see his habits. I don't know how to decorate. He know how to decorate. So he come to my house and like, okay, I should just stay at home. You know what I'm saying? But it's also things that can be fixed, you
exactly.
can fix the outside type.
But that's the thing. It's and I think it's also but when you move in with somebody, I think it's different than just knowing the fact that, oh yeah, I'm gonna go back home.
But then what are your
because then you're moving all your stuff at his house, and then it becomes organization space. What is mine? Where do I put my stuff?
But then you know that about this person already, right? You know how this person is.
But I think I don't know what it is, but I think it's more different when you get a glimpse of it. You get a glimpse of how he is, but I think it's physically different if you're there 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Because now you're literally have all your stuff at his house. Y'all would have to see each other every day, not knowing the fact, oh yeah, I get to go home, I get to do whatever I want to do.
Well, I think that's as far as the privacy, but you also have to look at pet peeves. So it's
pet peeves
if a pet peeve for me is cleaning, and that's about the only thing, and I clean up anyway, then I'll be able to tolerate everything else.
Okay,
you see what I'm saying? In a sense.
So please clean. Okay, she is talking to you right now. So please clean.
I told her before I left.
But you know what? I think it's a compromise. It's definitely a compromise and a balance, and that's what I've been talking about today too. It's about how submissive you gotta balance it out. So since you're cleaning and he doesn't clean, that's why you're in his life.
Exactly, I'm in his life. So since I clean, then that means he is cooking. He is paying for my BBL.
Oh. Okay. Let's cheers to that. Okay. Cooking.
Yes.
BBL.
So because I make his life easier, in return he makes my life easier.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's a compromise.
But I feel like we can live together though, because like I said, that's the only thing, and he shows who he is.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. Like he's showing right now his true colors, and you know that you're able to tolerate it, which is a good thing. And that's why I feel like spending these nights or weeks at somebody's house is important before you get to marriage, because you get to figure out, okay, am I able to, live with this person's lifestyle?
Yeah.
So I think it's really important.
It's important, but like I said, after my experience, y'all, I'm not doing it again. I will stay some nights at your house. You can come stay at my house. And like I said, it's probably the privacy thing too, because I've been independent. I've been on my own for the past 11 years. And it's different for me to go from running my own household to now we're having joint decisions and joint agreements and stuff like that. So I think that would probably be the hardest thing for me the next go around.
Okay, definitely. But you know what? Speaking of sharing, which we're gonna, save for next episode, what came to me and what came to my mind. But you know what? Before that, I'm gonna take a sip real quick.
Because I feel like I know where you're going with this.
No, you don't.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Shock me.
But I think, how do y'all feel about when y'all are married? Okay, or maybe y'all are engaged or in a relationship for so long, about sharing finances.
I knew you were going to say that.
Really?
Joint accounts.
Joint accounts. Like your significant partner knows how much you're making, how much you're bringing in the table, and y'all have a joint account. Like, I am so intrigued to know what y'all think and what you think.
Listen, okay?
Oh.
Don't worry about how much I make, and don't make an issue about it. No, here's the thing. Don't make an issue about it. Like, don't
First of all, we're saving this for next week. Oh, she over here blabbing because she's drunk. Okay?
Don't count my pockets.
But let's save all that for next week. But yes, we're very excited. This is our
first episode. We're gonna toast to that. Okay.
Oh wait, let me go ahead and take go ahead.
Pour me some, not take some.
Go ahead.
All right, I don't need that much.
Okay.
So y'all, if y'all at home, go ahead and grab. Y'all go ahead, sis.
Oh my God, y'all need to get some Stella Rose.
I'm pretty sure everybody got Stella.
Stella Rosa.
Oh, Stella. I'm just gonna call it Stella. I'm pretty sure everyone has Stella in their house right now.
Let's cheers to our first episode.
Yes. So go get y'all. Wait, give them time.
Oh my bad. Okay. Whatever y'all have, whatever wine, whiskey, alcohol. If you don't drink, grab some water. And thanks for watching us.
Water.
Yes, definitely. The reason why we do this show is because we want to keep it real. Two best friends trying to give each other our opinions. No judgment. Exactly. Yeah. No judgment. And have some fun, while seeing us drunk and completely cray-cray.
Yeah. So what we want y'all to do is comment. Y'all
like and
topics.
Subscribe.
Yeah. Comment topics. Comment questions. Definitely like and subscribe. But definitely give us feedback and give us more topics. That way we can elaborate. And also let us know how y'all feel about the questions we talked about today.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Okay. What are we doing?
Sipping on truth. Sipping on truth, y'all. Until next time.
Bye.